Alright guys, welcome back to Hundley TA. It is Friday and we're back once again taking a look at SPY. To start off, and it's still moving sideways. It's kind of interesting how much time it's spent up at this resistance zone. To me it seems like it's really trying to push at it and break above. We'll see what happens when it hits this trend line here. I mean, it's not exact obviously, but there's definitely pretty steep trend line right there that it may or may not have a reaction to when it hits. So looking forward to seeing what happens there. Bitcoin continues to fall. This support that held it up for a while just wasn't enough. It's back down here, this support, and yeah, I'll have to see if it can recover from here. There's this zone down here I think is probably a bit stronger, so if it does fall down here to find support, I wouldn't be surprised, because this resistance is just super strong, specifically at 30k mark. So nothing there. I actually have a long setup here on Doge. I'm not too sure. I don't know. Just because it's Doge, I don't know if I want to actually be trading it, but with a lot of these cryptos, they're actually, a lot of them are at their weekly or higher time frame support zones. Like Doge is here. It's bounced here historically a lot. KSM, same thing. I did miss this one, but these other ones look pretty good too, like Cheese. Like there's a ton of them at their weekly support levels. So I don't know why I chose Doge. It's probably a bad idea, but I only like to take one crypto trade in the same direction, just because they're all pretty monolithic in terms of their market movements with Bitcoin. So Forex was a pretty crazy day. NZD USD held on for dear life as it shot up to this higher resistance zone. Definitely should have placed my trade there in hindsight, but obviously that's harder to see in the moment. But just because this zone looked like a solid resistance zone based on history, but since it was broken before, probably should have looked towards this higher zone. Did take a nice rejection at that zone though and fell right down. I'm getting close to my profit target, which is awesome. So I'll keep watching that, hope it gets there. USD CAD, I have a short placed up here at this zone, just a copy paste of this trade I did back here. This price is definitely within this flag type of pattern, so I wanted to get a short at a zone near this trend line up here. Didn't want to take it here, being in the middle. It's crossed it many times, so thought that would be a bad idea. AUD USD, I just entered this one as a market buy. Didn't quite make it in a limit, which I like to do, but I did want to get in on it because it's a pretty solid support zone, and I think it'll bounce from here. So I have my stop just below these lows here. Euro USD, this one took a turn for the worst. It was trending upwards in a very sluggish manner, and now it's back down into drawdown. It's testing this lower zone here. Hoping it does bounce back up because it is in an uptrend, but I really don't want it to fall any further than this zone. So if it continues to fall, I may look at cutting my loss early. I don't know, it's hard to say. I don't like to cut trades early too often, because if it does come and hit this zone, it could have a stronger bounce or a stronger chance of bouncing. So it's kind of tough call on that one. I don't know if that's one of those ones that would have worked out at a 1-to-1. Looks like it would have. So yeah, a bit of a bummer. Euro GBP break and retest. I did get in back here actually, so I did have moment of profitability, and before it came back to the zone. So I'm just hoping it can continue its way down. It doesn't really look like there's many clear zones for it to find a strong support at until down here, so that's why I felt good about this profit target. So we'll see, but anyway, EuroCAD, nice bounce off of the support zone, about halfway to my, well, it did get about halfway to my profit. So we'll keep watching it. It's moving in the right direction. GBP NZD had a crazy spike here, nearly missed my stop, which was lucky, but we'll see if it can manage to stay above this zone, because that was a lot of momentum there. AUD CAD starting to finally get back into profitability here, and I'm gonna watch it. Hope it comes down deeper in this zone. If it starts to have a strong move upwards like it did back here, I'll probably exit. AUD JPY. This one's not even close to its entry yet, so I should probably just take this off my watches. AUD CHF. This was this trade back here that exited at stop loss, unfortunately, but is a pretty bad trade to begin with, if I'm being honest. I don't know why I thought historically like the support only managed to bounce to this next resistance zone and then failed multiple times. So I had no reason to believe it was gonna bounce any higher than that. So I should have just stayed out of it, or just kept my targets such a way that it would exit at this resistance zone. So just a bad trade on my part, very avoidable. NZD CHF, great rejection here, immediately exited in profits and is testing the support zone. And we'll see if it continues to move down from there. USD CHF did just exit in profits off this support zone that's only been tested prior to this a couple times, so it's a pretty fresh zone, but I'm happy with the results there. GPAUD, this was that one I was a little iffy on entering. That break just wasn't very convincing to me, and lo and behold, it was not to be. So definitely should have stayed out of that one. Anytime I'm questioning a break from now on, I think I have to stay out of it, because I've gotten burned enough times to know it doesn't usually work out. Euro JPY did exit my stop here, back here, but it did break this support zone in doing so, so I had a short ready to go, and it is currently in that. I actually did fail to mention that on this one as well. ADCHF break and retest, so we'll try to turn both these trades around for the better. GPCHF, I just have this one ready to go just because this support's been so strong. I gotta watch for this downtrend though. May not be worth taking, because this just seems to be such a strong resistance right now. So probably will take this one off the books if it doesn't get down to this support entry fast. You know, I may just take it off altogether. Just this trend line is making me a little nervous there. EuroCHF, I thought I'd watch for this one because I did miss an entry on the test of this support here. Pretty well respected zone. However, since it's so deep in the zone, I didn't want to do a market buy, and since it's kind of sliding downwards, kind of like this other CHF pair, if it does seem to look like it's wanting to bounce out of the zone, I'll probably enter market buy, but other than that, I'll just watch it. So that's all for today. Thanks for watching, and make sure to leave a comment of what you guys have been trading. Hit that like and subscribe on the way out. Thanks.